Ecclesiastes 7 and 7. It says, surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart. I like to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostle elders, a great millstone who rule well. And salutations to all you brothers out there pushing this word in love, truth, sincerity, and humility. Once again, it's the brother Shati from the Chicago camp, coming back to you with what I hope is another quick and edifying sit down. And this scripture was inspired by a video on the Common Sense Show with Dave Hodges entitled, Unhappiness is the New Crime. So we're going to play this and get a few scriptures.
Then any space heater. Check it out. By the way, for first-time users, there's a 50% discount while supplies last. Unhappiness. So I'm unhappy about some kind of, energy tax, just to pull something out of thin air. And I express that unhappiness on Twitter. Bye-bye, Dave. Okay, well, surely Facebook won't mind. They want people to be happy. No, bye-bye, Dave. Well, what about Instagram? No, can't do it there either. How about write a letter to the editor? Oh, no, you're complaining against the government. This could make you a domestic terrorist. Have you seen the new guidelines? I am not joking when I tell you this. You need to hear me and hear me clearly on this point, ladies and gentlemen. This is a major concern that if you dare exercise your freedom of speech to express your unhappiness with some government policy, any political figures, actions, or statements, you can get labeled. Not only will you get labeled, you could lose your job, you could lose your freedom. They're looking to criminalize these. If you have looked at what they have said they want to do, this is really, really serious. And we have to make a collective decision here as a country. Are we going to tolerate these police state tactics? By the way, that's exactly what Tulsi Gabbard, a Democrat, said about her own party in the enforcement of these kinds of policies. I've looked into them more deeply than what Tulsi talked about, and there's more to be concerned about than what she said. Obviously, absolutely, every time, this is dangerous stuff that no government should be allowed to do to its people. Well, that's it for the Common Sense Show. Please share this far and wide. Thumbs up.
There you have it. Unhappiness is a crime. And if being unhappy is going to be a crime, then you're talking about probably 80% of the American population is going to be in trouble for being happy, because there's lots of things that's going on in this world to be unhappy about, from unemployment to not having any money to being homeless, so on and so forth. But see, that's what you have here in America right now. You just have a mass population of unhappy people because they are so oppressed, as stated in Ecclesiastes 7 and 7. And see, this is why the men of the Lord don't walk around as other people do in this world. Even when things were going good, you got folks like, y'all don't never smile, y'all don't laugh, and things like that. And even the scripture talks about that. And I'm gonna put it on pause and find it. It's something about a wise man not smiling a lot. I'll put it on pause. All right, we have Ecclesiasticus, sometimes referred to as Sirach 21 and 20. And it says, a fool lifted up his voice with laughter, but a wise man doth scarce smile a little. Why? Because oppression maketh a wise man mad. And who are the wise men of this world? The men of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, who are going out on the highways preaching this word. We always tell you, man, there's nothing good about this world. As stated in Ecclesiastes by King Solomon, vanity of vanities, all is vanity. Everything in this world is completely worthless. It's abused, perverted, misconstrued. So why should we be happy? That's why you don't see us going around smiling and cheesing like everybody else. Because we know ain't a damn thing good about this place. You wake up every day with holes in your pockets, as the popular saying is, working 2 and 3 jobs to barely pay rent. And now in this days, you can't even get no 2 or 3 jobs. You lucky if you can get 1 job, let alone 2 or 3. Got to deal with your boss yelling at you, people setting you up. All right, baby mama still trying to mess with you, even with all this bad stuff happen. Got to worry about the Blue Klux Klan. I mean, what is there to be smiling about? Even in the scripture, as it says, with Yahweh Shai, he was I think it's in Isaiah. It says he was acquainted with sorrow. I believe that's how it is. With sorrow. I think it's in Isaiah. Yeah, he was acquainted with grief. That's what it said. Isaiah 53 and Isaiah 53 and 3. It says, he is despised and rejected of men, a man of sorrows and acquainted with grief. Now let's get that in the blue letter. Let's get some of this. Isaiah 53 and 3. It says a man of sorrows. Let's get that word. Maka'ab.
Strong's H 4341. Machov. Machov. The second entry. Machov. Machov.
And it says pain, sorrow. Pain as in physically, pain as in mentally. It says, in Isaiah 53 and 3, Strong's definition. Anguish, figuratively, affliction, grief, pain, sorrow. Let me see, let's get the origin. Ka'ab, to be in pain, be sore, have pain, be sorrowful. Properly, to feel pain by implication, to grieve. Figuratively, to spoil, grieving, mar, have pain, make sad, sore, be sorrowful. Okay? And this is how the men of the Lord are. As stated in Ezekiel, put a mark on the men that sigh and cry for all the abominations thereof. And then let's get the other one. Grief. Hala. Say hala in the ya. Hala ya.
Strong's H 2483. Holy. Holy.
That's probably how you get the word collar from this. But it says sickness. Strong's definition: malady, anxiety, calamity, disease, grief, sickness. All right, so let's read this again. It says, he is despised and rejected of men, a man of grief, pain, and acquainted with sorrow. That's what it is. Or sickness. That's what it is. And we hid it. We hid as it were our faces from him. He was despised and we esteemed him not. So even, and this is talking about Yahweh Shai, if you can receive that. All right, so even Yahweh Shai wasn't walking around here smiling and happy-go-lucky. Why do you think he drunk wine so much? You talking about a man that had the 100% download in a human body. The guy knew everything. He knew the situation of his people. He knew the situation of the world. He knew what he had to go through to redeem his people, particularly the elect. Now, if you're going through all of that, would you be smiling? Okay? And if we're followers of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, how much more should we be sighing and crying? How much more should we be unhappy that things aren't in a righteous rulership? But as Dave was talking about, seeing as being unhappy is going to be a crime, that's only just going to give them a reason to shut down the internet and just come and swoop us up whenever they want to, because you could be a threat to the system. I won't say the T word. All right, the algorithm might catch that. But nonetheless, that just is what it is. So I hope you all were edified. And until the next time, we're going to say shalom.